right, hello and welcome everyone. Sorry for the slight delay. So, yeah, good morning. Thank you for coming. Hello to everyone on the Zoom here. So we're continuing with yesterday's series on mindfulness meditation. So I think many of you were here yesterday, so we're just going to continue. Let's start off with reviewing what we did yesterday. So what do we do first? Get into a comfortable meditation position, right? Full lotus is best, half lotus is okay, or just sitting comfortably cross-legged on the floor. Most important thing is having a straight back. Hand position either on the knees like this, in the lap, left hand, right hand, and then touching the thumbs, right? Most important thing is to be upright and centered. So imagine dropping a coin from your nose. It should hit your navel. Tuck your chin slightly in. Feel the elongation in the back of the neck. Keep the eyes slightly open, but if you normally wear glasses or spectacles, you can take them off. Have the mouth closed. Put the tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the upper teeth. Have the eyes slightly open. 2, allow some lights to enter in. And then after you get into the good meditation position, spend a few moments just with an overall awareness of the seated posture, being aware that you're now seated instead of walking or standing or lying down. Feel the cushion beneath you. Feel the pressure and weight of your body on the cushion. Then quickly scan the body for any tension, particularly paying attention to the facial muscles. Soften, relax. Okay, so now bring your attention to the breath. So similarly, you can ask yourself, how do I know that I'm breathing now? Where is the breath manifesting with your body? You can feel the rising and falling of the abdomen, the expansion and contraction of the chest, or even the air as it passes over the skin in the nostril area. Try to sharpen the focus by becoming aware of the very split second when the inhalation becomes the exhalation. The exhalation becomes the inhalation. We can continue with counting the breaths. So every exhalation at the very end, just mentally count 1. Inhale and exhale, count 2. Inhale, exhale, count 3. As we try to maintain focus on the breath, if there are other appearances to the mind, then we might be aware of them, we don't engage. If we find that we have engaged and lost the object of meditation, then as soon as we do so, just gently bring the mind back to the breath. So we'll do this for 10 more minutes. Okay, so gently come out of the meditation and bring your awareness back to the room.
Eso.
En proceso, me pido un beso y firme aquí, aunque sea fácil, pone tranquilo, con lo más vivo, me gusta el sexo, en exceso.
Shanti, could you please okay. I'm sorry about the Zoom bombing that's happened. Yes, could you please disable screen sharing from participants and don't allow screen participants to unmute themselves. Okay, so I see there's been some more people that came during the meditation, so yeah, that's fine. You missed out on the instructions at the beginning, but we're going to do a couple more meditation sessions, even within this hour. So just wanted to give an opportunity. Relax your sitting position. So I also see some new names of people who weren't here for yesterday's session. That's okay, but you know we're going through like gradually building up on the meditation instruction. So yeah, let's see. Maybe I can do another quick review. Okay. I'll do that. So what we've been doing, starting off, we did meditation on the breath. Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay. So what we've done thus far, mindfulness of the breath, meditation. And so every meditation has an object. And thus far, we've been using the breath as the object. And when we say we've been using the breath as the object, what we actually mean is the physical sensations within the body as we breathe in and out, right? Then we've been focusing on that. And we either using the rising and falling abdomen, even feeling, for example, the skin as it comes into contact with the clothing, then or the expansion and contraction of the chest, or even the area in the nostril region, feeling the air as it passes over the skin. Okay, and we call this type of meditation placement meditation because we try to place our minds, hold our minds on that, and not let it get wandered off, pulled in various directions by other things that might appear to the mind. Mm-hmm. Then, although we try to do that, then because our minds are uncontrolled, sometimes we will follow after the thoughts that arise. So when that happens, then as soon as we notice, we gradually bring our mind back to the object and kind of start over again. We've been using the counting as a kind of, we can say, crutch, a kind of training wheel to give our mind a small task as we try to focus on the breath. Then just giving the mind a small task helps with the allowing the mind not to wander. All right. So now one would, in general, do that meditation for a while, build up quite some experience in that. And then, we're trying to count the breaths. So we count to 10, start over again at 1, count to 10 again. When we get to, say, 31 counts, or 3 times through the cycle of 10 without losing count, right? Then our mind has shown a bit of stability. Then what I would want you to do is then you can drop the count, no longer count, and just stay sort of focused on the breath itself. Okay. But now I want to introduce another type of meditation. And so we're going to start with the breath in the same way as we've done. But after we sort of let go of the count, okay, then we're even going to relax the way that we hold on to the breath as the object of meditation. And so here what we're doing, those different things that appear, right? Sounds, maybe sensations in the body, maybe different thoughts, maybe emotions, then whatever is most sort of vivid and prevalent in the whole area of mental awareness, then we sort of focus on that, right? So if there's a pain in the knee, we notice, oh, there's the pain, okay? And then we can even sit with the pain, watch the pain. But remember, I introduced last night this concept of non-judgmental awareness. Even we're aware of the pain in the knee, but we're not reacting with aversion to unpleasant, nor are we having clinging to the pleasant, if, say, a pleasant memory comes up, right? So you get it? We're aware of whatever happens, either in the mental consciousness with thoughts, it could be from a sound, it could be from a body consciousness, right? So whatever is coming up is most prevalent, we just be aware of that. And in this way, it's like whatever is going on in the present moment, we're aware of, right? We're aware of this kind of, like in a movie, right? When all these images are going by, right? And so we're aware, we're the witness of all the things in our whole field of mental awareness. Okay? So, yeah, let's start again. Let's try. Okay. But in the same way, we start. Get into a good meditation position. Straight back. Bring awareness to the body and the body position. Then focus on, turn your attention to the breath. Again, working with a natural breath exactly as it is, not trying to have a long breath or a short breath. Just being aware of the breath as it is. Start by counting the breaths at the end of every exhalation. We'll do that for a few minutes, and then we'll drop the breath. Okay, so now, as we mentioned, you can loosen your grip on the breath and instead allowing yourself to be aware of the whole range of different kinds of consciousnesses and those contents. And so then put your attention on whatever is most vivid in the present moment. It could be a sound, it could be a thought, it could be a physical sensation. If there is nothing going on that you feel, then you can remain just aware of the breath. You can have it as your home base of the meditation, but then allow your mind to be aware of these other experiences. Bearing in mind this non-judgmental awareness, so not having clinging for the pleasant or for the unpleasant. So we'll continue like this. Okay, so take another short break. Remember, as you come out of the meditation, do so mindfully. When you adjust your body position, do so mindfully. So, this next kind of mode of the meditation, are there any questions on that? You understood what we're trying to do? No? Okay. So whereas before we were focused on the breath, and then when these other things happen, we're still focused on the breath. Okay? Here, we're loosening the focus on the breath, and the object of meditation then becomes whatever is going on in the present moment that's most vivid, whatever is strongest. So, just as an example, when I was meditating, my foot started to fall asleep, right? So then I watched that, right? The sensation in my foot. It first was a little bit like burning, and then a bit of numbness, you know? So then you use anything in the meditation, right? But it's a kind of bare awareness, right? Bare awareness of the sensation. Not getting into that judgment, like, oh, it's so painful. I'm not trying to react with aversion, but just as the Buddha says, as the Buddha says in one of the sutras, when there are sounds, just hear. When there are sights, just see, right? So in a similar way, when there are physical sensations, just feel, rather than continuing with like mental elaboration, like, oh, that's nice, oh, I don't like this, right? It's kind of just the bare awareness. Okay? And then this is a further way to maintain kind of peace, even though these other things are appearing, right? We talked about last night when we're meditating and there's like a sound of a cricket, it doesn't necessarily have to disturb our peace, right? So here we're now trying to use even whatever is going on. Now, the kind of added benefit of training like this is then, eventually when we go into the real world, right? Then someone's going to criticize us. Well, I hope not, but it happens, right? Someone criticizes us, we encounter something unpleasant we don't like. Then the mind has the tendency to, what, I can't believe they said this about me, and then blah, 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 blah. And then we retaliate, we criticize them back, something like this. So if we can then get into this point where things are just appearing, we're aware, but we don't react, then that's going to help us. Okay? All right. So, any other questions? All right. So let's try this one more time. Start in the usual way, getting into the good meditation posture. Connecting our awareness on the bodily posture. Relaxing any tension in the body, particularly the face muscles. facial muscles. And here, actually, let's try one other new thing. So now, after we get into the posture, and before we continue the breath, the natural breath, we'll do some intentional breathing. Intentional deep breaths. And here we'll do the sequence of inhaling for 4 counts, holding the breath for 7 counts, and then exhaling for 8 counts. So the exhalation will be through the mouth, a little bit audible. Okay, so we'll do it together. So here. And after these 4 rounds, continue on with the natural breath as it is. Let go of any effort. Continue on in the normal way. Start it off. So now we do some focus on breath. Allow ourselves to be presently. Okay, so gently come out of the meditation. All right. Any questions? Okay. Well, if not, then that's okay. So we spoke yesterday about how to build up a daily practice. And most important thing is just to do something, even if it's just a modest 10 minutes. Uh, do that daily. And gradually build up your meditation habit that way. Try to schedule it into your day at a specified time, specified location. And yeah, we will, oh, okay, actually, has just raised her hand. Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, so we are continuing with some prayers and practices for the global situation. We're going to start that in 2 minutes. So if you want to continue with us, then that's fine. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Well, Roshni, do you have a question? I see your hand is raised.
Yeah. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Maybe better to type it into the chat, or
Okay, I'll just do that.
okay. Well, yeah, let's take just a couple-minute break, and I just shared in the chat a little bit of information about these prayers that we've been doing in this global community, and there's a link to the prayers that we're going to recite. Okay. All right. So we'll get back together in 2 minutes.